The P38. Last I left off, I did shoot the whole thing with Future, and just basically a light coat on it on the entire plane. And then I went back in with Future and just did a little heavier coat where like the decals go, especially like part on the wing and part on the nose here. But I was getting ready to start cutting out the decals, and I forgot I needed to add the anti-glare on the fuselage here. But on aluminum planes, the anti-glare goes on the left and right engines, and then of course on the nose, and that's just taped off with Tamiya tape. And I'll shoot some flat black on there, and we'll get the anti-glare on there hopefully in a couple days. If not, it'll probably be the weekend, and then I can start doing start slapping the decals on, because we're going to do the little buckaroo. So that's where I stand on it. The Tsar tank, I'm just about done with assembly. I got top turret, little barrels on, got the side, I say cannons on. All I got to do now is add the bottom turret, barrels, and then start adding some styrene just to hide some where the parts didn't fit and all that. I did take a little tulip and basically filled in where the it's completely broke on the bracket here. I'm going to add a little bit more, and then I want to take Mr. Dremel down here somewhere, and I'm going to take a drum wheel, and I'm going to just knock down the little port plugs that are glued to here, but just enough to get them down, make them look even. And then I'll probably, what I'm going to do is take some styrene squares or strip, and I'll just make like little brackets out of it, just blend it with the hole. And once you get paint on it, you know, you'll never know the difference. And then I just got to add a little more on the bracket here on the wheels, just to make it look believable, and we'll be ready basically for painting, which that'll probably be in about a week. So, because I got to ask, what color would you like this painted? Because we got basically one option, and that's painting it green, or, you know, I like to give everyone, people's models that I build, you know, give them options. You know, they may want to paint it polka dots. But anyway, we're going to jump that bridge probably in about a week. So that's where I stand on it. The Richard Petty car, this is probably going to be a little boring for a couple of videos, because I'm at the point where I'm basically going to prime that, and then I'll paint it Petty blue. But I did went ahead and sanded the hood down, and I did get some new reference material that, if you see the little indentation on the hood, it's actually on there. So all I did was took a little bit of putty, put it down there, and basically blend it with the top part here, and you can still see the indentation. I got to sand a little bit more. As you can see where the top part is, so I'm going to put some more putty on that today, and then I'll sand it and get it down, sand it smooth. But anyway, that's going to be the boring part, is I got to make this fits, but I got to put the dash in. I was thinking about using the dash from the die-cast car, but it's, I want to say, not cheap in detail, just it ain't there. Plus it's a lot of you know, screws and everything. I may have to like trim it and cut it, so I'm probably just going to use the kit dash, and I'll sand all the GTX stuff off of it and get it to fit. And it's just hopefully I can get that glued in there, you know, test fit it, and then get it in the car body, and then just try not to jump around, you know, but trying to make everything fit. You know, that's just the only time-consuming part, just planning and all that good stuff. Anyway, I did get the motor out of the die-cast car. I want to use that. I want to have to, I got to paint it somewhat of a blue color, which I'll probably paint most of it blue and leave most of the die-cast part of it. I think it looks better than the actual kit part. But there's a air filter that goes on top, and I'll probably I'll remove this and put the air filter thing on top, but it actually fits pretty darn good. So can't wait to try it out. Can't wait to get the bottom done so I can get the wheels and make sure everything fits. But anyway, that's just you know, when you kit bash, you just gotta cut and fit and see, you know, how it works out. But anyway, that is what I have got going on today. I have got the Richard Petty. We are doing the anti-glare on the P38, and the Tsar tank keeps moving along. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.